All right, so my next guest has been bullish all year long, although it's interesting, his two drivers haven't really materialized yet. I want to bring in Chris McMahon, founder and CEO of MFA Wealth and Aquinas Wealth Advisors. We got to break that down into an initial, like something like Away Advisors or something. We'll figure that out.
Thanks, Russ.
Let's talk about this, though, Chris. So you came in anticipating a broadening of the rally. So far, we've had the exact opposite, right? I mean, we started the year off, to your point, it was broad. Stocks over the 50-day moving average, though, has been drifting and drifting and drifting. How worrisome is that for you?
I think we're still seeing it. We're confident. I mean, in December, remember, we saw that tech sell-off. We think that's was an indication of what was
yet to rotation.
Yeah, and of course, you got the Iran thing, which has been bananas and screwed us up with oil prices, which the broadening out, we think, has been kind of stymied by that a little bit. But we think it's definitely coming. Look at where earnings are, Charles.
Right.
24%, right? The year to date. It's incredible.
And we are seeing it the last couple of sessions, right? We're seeing it small caps. Today, we see it a lot. 70% of small cap stocks are up. So it is happening, to your point. The other thing you were anticipating are lower rates. And I think this is interesting. Goldman Sachs saying by the end of next year, core PCE will be close to 2%, core CPI will be close to 2%. The Fed doesn't have to hike rates here.
Absolutely not. I think you're absolutely right. And think about it. I think it peaked in April. Interest rates peaked in April. We're kind of trending lower, and they're going to free up so many things. This real estate thing really is concerning us, Charles. We got to get lower rates so that we don't come into that crisis as much as we would otherwise.
Well, real estate stocks look pretty good. You know, I think Builder, BLDR might be their number one percentage gainer today. Housing stocks act a little bit better. Maybe to your point, they're sniffing something out.
Inventories are still high, but I think something's on the horizon. I do.
All right. Now let's fast forward to right now, current market conditions, the things that you like, valuations, the one big beautiful bill, high-end consumer keeping us in business, AI efficiency. It's hard to argue with any of these.
I mean, valuations, I think there's still an opportunity for growth. We see earnings, really spectacular earnings, and we haven't seen the same reciprocal in valuations yet. I think it's a time we're going to say broad-based securities. And I know we talk about the herd moving in the same direction. I think the world is moving towards a broad-based portfolio for sure.
Some opportunities to make money.
Yes.
You like Rockwell Automation here.
Not exactly AI, but AI adjacent. They're going into factories. They're making, it's the American story, right? They're making factories better and more
It's so funny.
efficient.
I was just talking on Big Money about these manufacturing numbers. They've been phenomenal.
Yes.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Sequentially, every month gets better and better and better. This looks like those numbers.
That's exactly what these guys are doing. They're making companies better. We love them for that reason.
Can I ask you about Uber?
Yes.
Uber is still loved by a lot of folks on the street.
Yeah.
The stock, though, just doesn't seem to get out of gear. It's having a good session today, playing around with the 50-day, but you can see it's been sort of sideways for a long time after coming down. What's the kicker? What's the spark here?
I think people are still a little worried that they're going to miss the autonomous driving stuff.
Right.
But the reality is they have the list, right? And they're putting the partnerships together. They're already doing strategic partnerships. I don't know what's going to turn it over, but ultimately the guy who's got the name
That's the ultimate
wins.
gamble, though, right? Because
Yes.
some are saying, hey, and to your point, I wish I had the partnerships. It looks like at least 30 companies.
Crazy,
right?
yes,
They
absolutely.
got a lot of partnerships, but they're not taking ownership. And that's the gamble of whether that works or not.
I used Uber one day 4 times last week. I said, I must not be the only one. I think ultimately it's coming for sure.
No, you're just rich, that's all. That's how you know someone's making money in the market. That's what we call a humble brag. Yeah, I used Uber 27 times yesterday. All right, let's talk
One
about
Diet Coke each time. That's all it was.
Let's talk about Micron.
Yes, sir.
So this is just going back to last month, the 28th. 23rd, 22nd, 18th, 17th this month. Buy, outperform, buy, outperform. Yeah. One neutral on there. You bought some Micron today.
Absolutely, we
Wow.
did. Here's why. I mean, it's 12x, right? 12x since a year ago. Incredible. I don't think people are exhausted. You know that peak and peak strategy. Oh, it's time to get out. We don't see this as Chipageddon. We see this thing as a $1,500 stock. The Anthropic deal that they made in and of itself. That instead of waiting to get it on the free market, they're going in early and saying, "How do we do this?" Charles, the $2 trillion is going to be spent.
Right.
We think 40% of that's going to be spent on memory.
Right.
40%.
You know, I've got a great chart. Maybe I'll use it later in the show that shows sequentially how much more of the stack goes to memory. It was 20, 30, 40. To your point, it just keeps going up and up and up.
We think the cyclicality of memory's gone. We think it's over.
What about,
Too critical now.
let's just say it blows everything away.
Yes.
And the stock opens down 10% tomorrow. Would you still be a buyer?
It's a $1,500 stock, I think, in the next 6 months. I really do. So, yes.
My man.
Thank you.
Look how sharp he is. That's taking Ubers 27 times a day. What can I say? All right, folks.